Prairies are one of North America's dominant grassland ecosystems. They range from the Great Plains to about where we are and a little further east. They are dominated by grasses, by daisy family members, and a wide range of flowering plants. The prairies are also an endangered ecosystem. Less than 1/10 of 1% of the original prairie exists today in Illinois because of a history of farming and also development.
The North American Landscape Project at Wakehurst is a pretty ambitious new visitor exhibit which is going to immerse people in something that gives them the essence of a North American prairie. We're going to be using wild origin seed. So this week we've been based in Chicago, Illinois, to get out into the prairie, find the species we're looking for, make collections, and see can we get the 5,000, 10,000 seeds that we need for our project. The target species are wildflowers, such as the prairie dock, which has got sandpapery, huge leaves, and very typical in the prairie, but also includes grasses, which are going to provide a matrix of roots into which the wildflowers will thrive. The first step in seed collecting is to identify the plant correctly, and that means use of floras, field guides, identification keys until we're absolutely sure this is the target we need. Next step is to check whether seed is present, is it ripe, and we do cut tests using scissors or secateurs, identifying whether the seed's got filled tissue. In addition to then harvesting the seed itself into bags, we also take herbarium specimens. These are the pressed plant specimens, pressed between newspaper, and those have the identification characters of the plant, the flower, the root, the leaves, that are going to be used by botanists at the Kew Herbarium and the local herbaria to check the name of the plant. For this kind of project, we really need to work in partnership with other organisations, and there are some great institutions in the Chicago area that have experience in managing relict prairie, but also restoring much larger areas.
Today we are here at the Schulenburg Prairie, which is about a 100-acre site at the Morton Arboretum. It was one of the first restorations of its kind in this region, and all the species that you see here in Schulenburg Prairie has been collected within a 50-mile radius. And those seeds were propagated, planted out in the prairie, and it has progressed over the last 50 or more years into a really beautiful 100-acre site.
Establishing a prairie at a fine scale is a lot of work. We've done it fairly recently ourselves, and what we've found is that site preparation does a lot of the important work, but then maintenance. For the first several years, you'll just be maintaining this thing, weeding it, burning it, attending to what comes up with it. I think the establishment of a prairie is an exciting opportunity for people to learn about one of the world's highly diverse ecosystems.
The trip's been really successful. We've come back with some really large collections, but this is just the start of the seeds journey. After being looked after by us for a few days in the Chicago area, we're going to take them back to the Millennium Seed Bank. It's going to be processed, cleaned, and made ready for the horticulture stage. It's an exciting phase of the project for Wakehurst.